Ahoy, this is Zdenka. Check this out. You can throw it into water as it takes off from water, and yeah, it can flip. It can land there too. You can grab it in the air and you can fly it in the rain. This is HoverAir Aqua, the world's first 100% waterproof self-flying camera. Let's test all the features. This video is brought to you by 00 Robotics. I remember when I introduced the HoverAir X1 drone on this channel and then HoverAir X1 Pro Max. And now this is a new addition to this line, HoverAir Aqua. The weight of the drone is 249 grams, so it fits in the category 250 grams and below, so you don't need a license in most of the countries. Who is it for? It's designed for life on water, so it's perfect for any water sports enthusiasts. Kayaking, kitesurfing, sailing, boating, fishing are just some examples. It's also built for creators who want to capture high-quality aerial videos over the water or wet environment and don't have to worry about drones getting wet, as this is literally made for water. It has IP67 rated waterproof protection for takeoff and landing directly on water, and yes, it's also safe for salt water. And lastly, it's for people who live in rainy areas and want to fly drones in the rain. How does it work? The drone comes with a waterproof lighthouse that lets you control the drone directly from the water. As you can see, it's fairly simple. It's got a takeoff button, return to home button, and control ring. The control ring controls all movements: forward, backwards, left and right, up and down, and rotate left or right. This system also has RTK, which stands for real-time kinematic positioning, where the tracking is extremely precise even when the user is out of view. This works only above water. Once again, this lighthouse is for water use. You can also use this drone with a beacon, so if you happen to already have another HoverAir drone, you can use it with that to control the drone from land. Or you can control the drone with a smartphone, as Hover app has a manual control page. There are several ways you can take off. Turn it on and simply let go of your hand from land or water. Just press the takeoff button on the lighthouse. Check this out. If the drone happens to be upside down in the water, it will turtle flip and then take off. Now, that's cool. You can also take off with a beacon or directly from the Hover app. The drone has many automatic flight modes, such as this one. Just like on other HoverAir drones, such as Follow, Orbit, Bird's Eye, and Spiral. All you have to do is select one of those modes and adjust shooting and flight parameters such as direction, distance, and altitude. And that's not everything, as the display is quite large, 1.6 inch. You can also watch the footage here. No phone is needed. All these modes can be also fully customized in the Hover app, where you have even more settings. There are additional dedicated water sport modes for kayaking, paddleboarding, and foiling for cinematic tracking on the water. Here they are. I used to do windsurfing many years ago. I wish they had that back then, because I would have much better shot than this one from Venezuela. I don't do that sport anymore, so let's do something different and see what shots this drone can get. To be honest, I was curious to see all these shots, and I was also wondering about the water on the lens. According to documents I have here, the HoverAir Aqua has a hydrophonic lens with anti-fog capabilities. But if you will be taking off from the water drop on the lens could happen. We gotta be realistic about that, but eventually it's gonna fall off. When it comes to maximum flight time, the battery lasts up to 23 minutes under optimal weather conditions. When the battery runs low, the lighthouse will alert you, so you can grab the drone without losing it. If you will be flying in the higher winds, the battery life will get shorter. This drone can handle level 7 wind resistance and top speed is 55 kilometers an hour, which is 29 knots. Let's just try some automatic modes on land, as it can fly anywhere, not only above the water. Just note, all these shots were filmed in 4K 60 frames per second, default automatic. As I mentioned, you can fly the HoverAir Aqua manual as well, so let's leave all the automatic modes. Since I have a beacon, I'm going to pair it with Aqua and use it, as it is easier for me compared to using a smartphone screen. I just like the physical joysticks. Let's take a look at some footage. I filmed these in 4K 30 frames per second in H-Log profile that I color corrected with official HoverAir H-Log to Rec 709 LUT. The camera has 1/1.28-inch CMOS sensor. It records in up to 4K 100 frames per second with HDR for smooth slow motion playback, and up to 4K 60 frames per second HDR for high dynamic range. As I showed earlier, you can film in H-Log, which will give you even better picture quality. There is 128 gigabytes built-in storage, so you don't have to worry about forgetting an SD card at home. However, if you want to extend the memory, you certainly can, as there is a slot where you can place one. Well, I showed you how to take off, how automatic modes work, and how to fly it manually, but I didn't show you yet how to land. There are several ways you can land. Once the drone returns to you, you can simply catch it and flip over to turn off. You can press RTH button on the lighthouse to land on water or land. You can use the beacon to land by long pressing the function button. Lastly, you can press RTH button in the app when you fly the drone manually. That's not everything though. Return to home can be customized in the app by selecting if you want to return and hover or return and land. If you select return and hover, it will fly in the air and not land. It will just follow you. You can adjust the position if you want with the control wheel, move it anywhere or bring it closer, and once you are done, then grab it and flip over. If you select land, it will return and hover for 15 seconds. If no operation happens, it will land. After every use, especially in salt water, rinse Aqua with fresh water and make sure the device is completely dry before charging or storage. What do you think about HoverAir Aqua so far? Let me know in the comments below. I've watched many reviews about this drone before I got my hands on it, just to have a full understanding and see what others have to say. Based on my experience, this tool is great for calmer conditions such as kayaking, boating, and other activities where you don't have to deal with large waves and strong winds. It's very easy to use. I love the fact that you can also use it on land and in the rain. The drone doesn't have obstacle avoidance, so it is expected to be used on open water without any trees around. It's certainly not suitable to fly any drone, including this one, low in the crowded areas, while other people are around doing other water sports as well. I've seen someone saying that people had to duck. Common sense, don't bring a drone to crowded areas because everybody wants to enjoy their sports activities. Being someone who did windsurfing in some pretty rough conditions, you could get some good shots too, but keep in mind that the drone will have to fight the wind, so the battery life will be reduced. And also, the battery has to be changed in dry conditions. So you will need to get off water to do that and then get back again if you want to continue filming. Lastly, when you land it on the water and you try to retrieve it, it might be a little bit tricky, as you know how it is when you fall into the water when you do windsurfing. You have to deal with the board and with the sail and the waves and the wind, and it's tricky to even get back on the board. So what I would do instead is let go of the sail, sit down on the board, fly the drone to me and then catch it in the air. For any sports in rougher conditions, you will need to plan your steps ahead before you go out. This is why this drone has so many settings available in the app. You can customize it to what you need to make the process much easier. For those interested, I have linked the HoverAir Aqua below the video in a video description. I have a Fly More combo that includes Aqua with 1 battery, USB-C to C cable, lighthouse, repair kit, waterproof battery bag, 2 extra smart batteries, 2 extra waterproof battery bags, and charging hub. Again, link is below. Give it a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more, as I will be creating another video featuring the best settings for this drone. And meanwhile, I'll see you in one of those videos next. Ciao. Ahoj.